I want to ask you about what's happening on our borders with the cartel wars as well. You've said a few things about this, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on the dangers there and what you think is actually happening.
Well, what's actually happening is you can watch it on television. We've had up until this point 3 or 4 million people come into the country illegally. We've always had a problem with it. We've always been invaded by illegals. But we just frankly opened the border and invited everyone in. We don't know who's coming. Last year, they had 20,000 Russians. They had at least that many Chinese that came over, of course, with the hundreds of thousands of people from Latin America. We have large numbers of people from Africa. Now, these people are, in most cases, coming because they want a better life. There's no question about it. But you have to look at the United States, and I would argue most of the Western world, as a rowboat. Or not a rowboat, I think what's the right word for these boats that we have on ships that we pile into in the event that the ship sinks? I can't remember the correct term. Lifeboats, that's right. I'm not a naval officer, so thank God. Anyway, the bottom line is that we're a lifeboat, and you can swap the lifeboat and sink it, and we are in danger of that. People say, "Oh, well, you've got plenty of room," but that's not the point. Not all of it is arable. Not all of it do we want to despoil and destroy. And that's not where people are going anyway. They're migrating to these big cities where they can get access to free services and free money and free this, free that. That's part of the problem. The larger part is also criminality. We don't know who's coming in, and we see the crime rising everywhere. And a lot of it is illegal, not all of it. We just had terrible tragedy where one illegal killed several illegals, shooting people, men, women, and children at point-blank range. And then we have this government that refuses to enforce the law. These are the George Soros appointees, as they're called, because they were backed with enormous money from George Soros to put people in power who, frankly, want to weaponize criminality in the government against people like me and you. We're now the enemy in our own country. So it's disastrous. And I wonder how much longer this can continue before something breaks in a big way. The population is angry. And we're not French. We don't immediately go into the streets and destroy the things. And I wish in some cases we were. We're somewheres between the French and the Germans. We're law-abiding by nature. We want to make the system work. But increasingly it's becoming obvious that the system doesn't work. It's broken. And, you've got a government that was designed in the 1780s for a very different population, a much smaller country. We shouldn't be surprised that it's not working. But we're being overwhelmed for all these reasons with the collusion of our own government and media in ways that are leading to our destruction.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.